And on this Tuesday, April 8th, 2025 edition of Newsmakers, a federal judge is calling part of a state abortion law in Illinois unconstitutional. The Rockford federal judge ruled that a portion of the Illinois Healthcare Right of Conscience Act violates free speech for compelling pro-life medical professionals to provide information about abortion to patients without being prompted. The ruling was in response to a case brought by the National Institute of Family and Life Advocates and 3 pro-life pregnancy centers. Gender identity and parental rights are taking center stage in Colorado. State House Democrats have passed a bill that would classify misgendering, a form of harassment and discrimination that could be used when deciding child custody cases. Democrats say the measure protects transgender kids. Republican Colorado Representative Chris Richardson spoke against the measure, saying it threatens parental rights.
It raises serious constitutional issues. This is not protecting children, it's weaponizing the courts against parents.
The bill is headed to the Democratic-controlled state Senate before it heads to Democratic Governor Jared Polis. Maine officials have sued the Trump administration, aiming to stop the government from freezing federal money in the wake of a dispute about the Title IX anti-discrimination law and the participation of transgender students in high school sports. U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins said earlier this month that the U.S. Department of Agriculture was pausing some funds for Maine educational programs because of what she described as Maine's failure to comply with the law. Maine Attorney General Aaron Fry filed a complaint in federal court on Monday that described the pause as illegally withholding grant funds that go to keeping children fed. Texas state lawmakers are looking to crack down on the growing surge of anti-Semitism in schools. Legislation would add faith-based attacks targeting Jewish people to the definition of bullying that's laid out in the policies that school districts follow. State Representative Max Shaheen pushed back against claims that this is an assault on free speech. His legislation would require physical harm, the damage of property, or the creation of an abusive educational environment. A group of professors at the University of British Columbia and a recent graduate say the school is wrongfully engaging in political activity. A petition filed in BC Supreme Court says UBC is breaching British Columbia's University Act, which requires institutions to be both non-sectarian and non-political. The 5 petitioners say the university is engaging in political activity through indigenous land acknowledgments of the school being on unceded territory, statements on the Israel-Hamas war, and requiring job applicants to express support for diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. The petition says the university is stifling academic freedom and wants the court to order UBC to stop engaging in political activity that allegedly violates the legislation. And that's Newsmakers for this Tuesday, April 8th, 2025 edition. I'm Keith Black.